In the next 2 minutes, I'm going to show you how to know that you didn't screw up your taxes. So TaxSmack tells you what you need to know. It makes some assumptions. You can change how old you are. Let's look at a head of household, a single parent with maybe a couple children. Maybe one is in college. Okay, so you can uncheck that if that's not true, but let's assume it is. The default is just set at 30,000 earned income. It could of course be zero or lower or higher. We'll just leave it at that for now. You can enter if you have self-employment, if you have stock dividends, if you're older or disabled, you get Social Security, or if you're in the military, there's other categories. Don't spend a lot of time getting it exact. Probably most people have a pretty good sense of how much money they made in the year. On to tax savings. If you had any money that you've already paid, it's good to know. That way we can figure out your refund. Second category, if you had any adjustments to income, if you made an IRA contribution, if you are self-employed and paid for health insurance or had an HSA, and then there's other adjustments to income. If you have your current or last year's 1040, it's good to reference that to see in the past what kind of adjustments you had. For tax deductions, right now, as head of household, you get a standard deduction of $93.50. You could itemize, especially if you have a home with a mortgage, but we'll assume they don't. And finally, tax credits. It automatically does two of the most important ones for families, the child tax credit and the EITC, the Earned Income Tax Credit. You can do other ones for college. We'll do that real quick. One student, she paid, say, $4,000 tuition. Okay. And again, it does all the math for you. This is all summarized over here to the right, and probably what most people are interested in is right here. This family with a modest income, 2 children, they pay no taxes during the year, and they receive a refund, an estimated refund, I say, 5,160. On the summary page, you get a repeat of that. If you have a modest income, you can file your taxes for free using various software. I recommend TaxAct is what I use. You can look at the 1040, and you can, like I say, either before or after you actually use, say, TaxAct to find your true refund. Again, this is based on very quick answers. It should be pretty close for most people, but there'll certainly be some exceptions where you'll get different answers. Tax credit summary. One thing is a lot of people do their taxes. They really don't have any sense of, well, where did I save? Okay, so this explains here that you got an education credit of $850 and how that's found. You got the EITC because you had only $850 to offset up here. You have a $1,000 child tax credit down here, and part of your education credit is also refundable. The earned income tax credit here is again that normally these tax software will not tell you why or why not you receive this. Here's a quick summary, and there's some assumptions made that you have Social Security numbers and you're a U.S. citizen, and some of these may not be true, which again, then go with your TaxAct answer, not this quick view. There's a Q&A, and then disclaimer is this is an educational tool. It's not TurboTax or any other one that has a 100% guarantee. But hopefully this allows you to get a very quick sense of things that you may have missed, why you missed them, and make sure you did your 1040 right, whether you used a software program or a CPA or someone else. Thanks.